all this for your studies? Then fine. I won't bother you because now, because of you, I've also started studying and want to work hard to get admission at the same college as you. Because believe it or not, you're really important to me. Lisa then replies, but you're not important to me at all. Zhang and Xiao, both of them, have also come there. So she requests all three of them to please stop following her, meaning she doesn't want to see their faces. She then leaves. Jimin, who was in shock after hearing all of this, suddenly experiences a severe brain pain and faints there. Next, we see Jimin in the hospital, where the doctor tells them that he is better than before. So everyone seems relieved. Now, since it's late at night, Jimin's mom asks Jiang and Xiao to go back home. But we see that Lisa was still there, which Jiang and Xiao found very strange. Well, we're shown a conversation between Jimin's mom and Lisa, where she tells Lisa, I know you're worried for Jimin, but it's best you stay away from him, because Jimin's health deteriorated again in the meantime, causing him to miss his exams and fail. But now, he's slowly starting to focus on his studies again. I request you to please stay away from him. So, hearing all this, Lisa agrees to Mom's words. After coming home, Lisa writes in her diary that, I'm sorry, Jimin, Zhang, and Xiao, because I've been lying to all three of you. I'm actually not worthy of anyone's friendship. From here, the story goes to the past, where we see that while Lisa was skipping class at her old school, she met her classmate Lily in the storeroom. She had also skipped class and come here, so they become friends. While they were talking, a ball came in, breaking the window. Actually, this ball belongs to Jimin, who comes here and deals with both of them so that he didn't tell anyone that Lily and Lisa had skipped class and came here. Then, they both also promise that they also hide this thing that Jimin broke the window. And then, what was to happen? Lisa and Lily became best friends from the day of release, and they spend a lot of time together, skipping classes frequently and even going out together. Then, one day, Lily told Lisa that she had a crush on Jimin ever since she saw him in the storeroom. This surprised Lisa and made her very happy for her friend. Then, Lisa made a plan for her friend that she would pretend her bicycle was out of order so Jimin could give her friend a lift. Then, the same thing happened. Jimin took Lily on his bicycle and she was happy to see them go together. Then, when they were eating in the canteen, he came and sat next to them because he had become friends with them. Since then, the three of them always spend time together and are very happy. This means that he is an old friend of Lisa's. In the present, Lisa remembers all these things and puts her diary in her drawer. Then she leaves for school, but even after arriving, she's ignoring Jimin again. This behavior, as usual, upsets Jimin a lot. Here, Xiao says to Jiang that, I think something's wrong because Lisa had said that she doesn't like Jimin at all, even though she stayed at the hospital late that day for Jimin. So Jiang begins collecting information about her. Then, the next day, both of them go to Lisa and ask, why did you lie to us about everything? You have a syndrome problem, even though you don't have any illness. You come from the same school from which Jimin had come, which means you've known Jimin for a long time, but you hid this fact from them. And who is this Lily who has a connection to both of you? All this leaves Lisa heartbroken. And then, after crying profusely, she reveals that she's been lying to them all from the start. Actually, whose memory is gone. It's not me, but Jimin. Hearing this, Zhang and Xiao are both surprised. From here, the story goes back to the past, where we see Jimin, Lily, and Lisa, all three of them, having come for a picnic and clicking a lot of photos. When Lisa and Lily are sitting on the boat, Lily tells her that she has written a love letter and placed it in Jimin's basket. Hearing this, Lisa becomes happy and says, what? Does this mean you're finally going to confess your feelings to Jimin today? Here, when Jimin takes the letter out of the basket, she sees it and gets excited. But then, losing her balance, she falls directly into the water. Lisa was very scared and tried her best to pull her up, but then she too falls directly into the water. Most importantly, neither of them knew how to swim, which is why they both started drowning. Here, Jimin sees them drowning from a distance, so he quickly swims over there, but he can only save Lisa. He grabs Lisa, but not Lily, causing Lily to sink into the depths of the water. She sees her friends for the last time here. Then, he brings Lisa up, and while he is about to go down to bring Lily, just then, due to hitting with the boat, blood started gushing from his head. But even then, he didn't stop and went down to get Lily, while Lily was nowhere to be seen because she had gone too deep into the water. Now, Jimin was bleeding profusely, so he faints. In the next scene, we are shown that Lily has died, and Jimin is in a coma. Because of this, Lily's parents blame Lisa for everything. How could it be that Lily died and you survived? Which is why she starts crying even more. On the other side, we see Jimin, who was in a coma, had regained consciousness after a long time, and now, because of the head injury, he has forgotten all his memories, meaning he had completely forgotten about Lisa and Lily. Then, Jimin's mother requests Lisa to please stay away from my son because it is better for him. And anyway, I am taking him away from here and taking him with me to someplace else. Then, she went with Jimin. But Lisa wanted to meet him last time, but she couldn't meet him. And then, as she started coming back to school, everything had changed. It means everyone stopped talking to Lisa, and instead, they started bullying her because, according to everyone, Lisa was such a bad girl that her best friend lost her life, and Jimin went to another school. Now, even when she tried to make new friends, no one spoke to her. Instead, they just tortured her, causing her to be unable to focus on her exam and fail. Now, there was a big problem at her parents' house, so her mother decided to send Lisa to her sister's house in another city so she could focus on her exams. But when she came back to her new school, she was horrified to see Jimin there. So she starts looking at Jimin to check if he recognized her, and then when he didn't recognize her, she realized that Jimin hadn't regained his memory. In the present, after hearing the whole story, Lisa tells them, that's why she didn't want to be friends with Jimin. That's why she lied to you guys, saying she forgets her friends so that Jimin would stay away from her. But he still didn't agree and kept forcing her to be friends with him. And he got her a diary to note down everything. Gradually, I started to enjoy your company, but when Jimin proposed to me, I realized I wasn't doing the right thing. So I hid my diary and pretended to forget all three of you. I know you'll never forgive me because I'm a very bad girl, but I can't forgive myself. So I wanted to be alone from the beginning, but even here, I ruined everything in the end. Then, she started crying loudly, and Zhao didn't like seeing her cry. So she hugged Lisa and calmed her down and made her believe that what happened in the